Hello, welcome to the Studio Worldwide. It's your boy Neon Fakane out here in Port Studio. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sunday evening, and part of this video series that I'm starting now, it's about how to get better socially, right? Social interactions, those are the key elements really in our lives. I mean, you look at it, you look at all the good things that have happened in your life and in my life, and to a large extent of that's been dictated by who we meet, who we interact with, and and that's really key, right? Now the messed up thing about this is that there's not really enough time spent on how to read people, what kind of people to avoid, what kind of people to go for. So this video, actually the main aim and thesis of this video is just to give a little clarity and provide some some insight into my travels, because I'll tell you right now, some of the most painful experiences I've had is with people that like, had I avoided interacting with them, I wouldn't have felt that. And sometimes it takes so much time, right? Think of it this way: think of your performance as a journey, right? You're up the road, you're walking or you're driving, and then you get little blocks on the road, and every time you have to move away or make a U-turn or just get over that obstacle, it takes time, right? And of course, two most scarce resources in the entire universe is time and energy, right? So the more time and energy you spend really on fixing things that are wasting your time, or really taking you away from what you could be doing, the focus that you could be or the effort and focus that you could be putting on something else, that's definitely something to actually look at and maybe solve. So one of the key things I wanted to talk about in this video is how to get better socially, and more importantly, how to get better socially with girls, right? I mean, as a guy, any guy watching this right now, I know a lot of dudes watch my stuff, is how do you meet women, how do you meet amazing women, right? And I just put out a little video a day or two ago on how to do that. But I just want to add on that, sometimes when you go out, especially when you're meeting new people, you're going to get rejected, right? You're going to face rejection, and you might going to want to introduce yourself, or you might want to ask someone out on a date, and it's not going to work, right? But what I want you to understand is that is testing and experimenting. So right now I want you to look at your social interactions with people, rather than expecting something out of it, rather use it as a way to experiment, to test the way you act, test the way you interact, actually pay attention when people speak to you, and give off the sense of authenticity, so that when people interact with you, that wow, this is someone who kind of gets me, this is someone who's actually who's aware, because most people, you talk to them, they're texting, they're not really paying attention to you, and that's good and well, but I mean, the golden rule says, treat others the way you want to be treated. So if you're doing that while other people are speaking and communicating with you, what do you think is going to happen when you communicate with other people? So this is a no to, guys. I mean, like, basic classical example, right? You see an amazing girl you want to approach. By the way, I strongly recommend you don't approach girls while you're drunk. It doesn't work at all. Like my game is strong when I'm actually not drunk, when I'm super sober. That's where I meet amazing girls, awesome friends. Some of them I actually even don't end up dating. Some of them just become super cool buddies of mine. But like, I genuinely just really want to shout out that sober is awesome. So you sober, you approach a girl, little tap on the shoulder, a great little opening line, you say, hey, my name is so and so, what's your story, and then from then on, you get that, because people love telling you about what they are, right? I was at a meeting, a couple of days ago, chilling with some friends, people we hardly met, but based off this principle, we were able to build amazing rapport with them. And I can't tell you like what that is doing for me socially, right? So just start off like that, be sober as a judge. Sometimes, as a guy, you have fear approaching girls, especially very beautiful women, and that's okay, right? But remember, that girl, her biggest problem is not guys approaching her who are scared and who are fearful. That's what's happening. Actually, that is her biggest problem. Her biggest problem, probably, and I could be wrong, is that not enough guys are approaching her with enough confidence. Now, before I shot this video, I was watching a video by a Nobel laureate called Daniel Kahneman, and he talked about his findings in these cognitive things that happen in our brain, these psychological phenomena. And what he said at the end of his talk was, overconfidence is somewhat important. There is a need for overconfidence in society. So how does that relate to you and the point of this video, getting better socially, more importantly, getting better with girls? If you are confident, overconfident, or delusional confidence, if I could say that, that automatically throws her off. Like, wow, who's this guy, who's not intimidated about how beautiful I look, and who's not throwing me compliments anyway. And you don't come off as arrogant, but you just come up across as someone who's so confident, so secure in themselves that you don't really need anything from her. You're coming up, hey, my name is so-and-so, what's your story? And by doing that, those subconscious cues in her mind is like, wow, I actually want to listen to this guy. I actually want to hear what he has to say. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get a phone number or you're going to go on a date with her, but it gets you in the door. And maybe go, depending on how you roll it out and how you structure what you're talking about, you know, she might find, wow, you're actually interesting. And what I want you to look for is for people who get you. Because, you know, I think it's insane, really, the fact, you know, I always tell people, it's like, every one of us has met an asshole, met or dated an asshole, so that makes us, you know, our amygdala response is stirred up. So our social interactions, and myself a lot, is based on my past experiences with girls that I've dated. But, you know, logically that doesn't make sense, because, you know, the next person is totally different, you know, various personality types and so forth. So my experience that I had with other girls, I cannot take that and project it into the future, you know. Same goes with business partners, you know. My experience with business partner A cannot be, you know, projected as what will happen with business partner B. So what you gotta focus on and really remember when you do this is that a lot of people are jaded, you know, especially when it comes to stuff like romance and love. Like, a lot of people have had their, you know, have been disappointed, so their amygdala is stirred up. They already have preconceptions of what's going on. So when you come across as someone who's authentic, someone who's just chatting because that's what you do. I mean, one of the things that is amazing for me is that, you know, I'm very highly social. I love interacting with people. You know, I love talking. I'll talk to girls even if I wasn't dating them. I like talking to everybody, not just girls. But like, if you come across as like that, wow, you actually end up, wow, I actually met someone interesting. And if you keep on doing that, bro, I promise you, if you do that to 20 people, somebody's gonna wanna like you and somebody's gonna wanna go out with you. So part of it is actually business 101, right? Create tremendous value, provide tremendous value without expecting anything in return, right? And I know guys like, this is so cliche, blah, 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 this is so sophomoric, but let me tell you this is powerful. You will not hear this from a lot of people. This is how guys meet amazing women, right? I mean, so a lot of guys think that you need good looks, you gotta have money, you know, you gotta be in shape, blah, blah, blah. And those things are important, but more powerful than that, dude, is amazingly have confidence in yourself. Coming across as a little overconfident, that's number one. Number two, you know, just being genuine about your interactions, you know, wanting to meet people. And number three, providing so much value, so much insight, you know, and probably being someone who's not boring, basically. And doing that consistently, dude, that will land you what I refer to as 8, 9s, and 10s. So this video series, the point of it really is just to help people better interact socially with people, you know, because I chatted some of my girlfriends, and they said that, right? They're like, guys, man, what's going on with game? And I just, you know, subliminally asked me to shoot a little video, you know, talking about game, talking about how guys can be better socially. So thank you for watching. Please, if you love this video, comment, you know, leave a little comment below. I respond to all my comments, to all the good comments, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. See you on the next video.